there are many ways to apply for an open work permit. The most dominant way of applying for an open work permit is being a dependent on a main applicant's application. By this, it could mean the temporary document or permanent. So if, let's say, your spouse is a foreign worker in Canada and is working on a temporary work permit, and that work permit was issued under a NOC A, B, or O, you as a dependent could possibly apply for an open work permit. Also, you could look at it the other way. If you've applied for a permanent residence application and you are the main applicant, you could apply for an open work permit as well. Now, and that includes that you are already in Canada. Obviously, open work permits are given for PR applications if you are considered in Canada. If you file an overseas application under any of these categories I'm going to read out to you, obviously you cannot, because the idea is that you're outside of Canada, and why would you need a work permit if you're not in Canada? So this applies for inland applications only. If you've submitted a spousal sponsorship application or common law or conjugal application inland, you could apply for a open work permit. The Live-In Caregiver Program also allows for this. The Federal Skilled Worker, the Canadian Experience Class, and the Provincial Nominee Programs, they're called, the right terminology is an open bridging work permit. But if you, I guess, search for open work permits, that should pop up as well. Also, the Federal Skilled Trades Program and the humanitarian and compassionate applications also allow for an open work permit. Many of these categories under the permanent residence, you do need the first stage approved, usually called approved in principle, before you can apply for an open work permit. If you get the first stage approved, the officer will state that in their letter to say your application is approved in principle. It's not a final approval. You may now apply for an open work permit. Many of these permanent residency application, our recommendation is to just submit the request of an open work permit at the initial stage of filing the PR application. This way there's not a back and forth. As soon as the officer is ready to approve the application in principle, they'll send you the open work permit because you initially requested it. However, if you've submitted an application and you haven't done so, or for whatever reason you forgot, don't worry. Once you receive the first stage approved, you may then be eligible for an open work permit, and that will be explained in that letter that the officer will provide you. I hope that answers questions in regards to when and how you can apply for an open work permit. Thank you, and until next time.